Hi everyone, it's Nisha. Let me say first of all that Louis now has his own channel. Uh, and the link to his channel will be always in my description box. The thing is, we enjoy him so much and love him so much, and I don't want this channel to become all about Louis. You've already seen him so many times on this channel, and Max, who is my son if you don't know, said to me, "Oh mom, why don't you have separate channel for Louis?" And I thought, no, I don't want to. I don't have time to run two channels. And he said, I will upload the videos on Louis' channel, so it's his little project. So it would be lovely if you go and subscribe to Louis' channel, only if you're interested in watching him. Max posts like short videos of him doing funny things, and I suppose it's nice for us as well to see him grow up. Okay, so today I just wanted to have a general chat, and I will start with the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. I know I said that maybe I will do a review of it or give you my thoughts on it, and really I don't want to do the whole video just about that, because I don't think I have so much to say about it that it warrants its own video. So I talk about it today. Okay, so it has been slight craze about this foundation, even though if you put it in a search of YouTube, you will see that this foundation's been favorite of all sorts of people for about 2 years now. And I had sample before and I didn't like it, or well, I don't remember, but obviously I wasn't that impressed because I didn't buy it. But then of course when Lisa D1 was so happy with it, I thought maybe I should give it another try, and I got mine in a bamboo beige, and it's a perfect match for me right now. One thing with these foundations is that when you squeeze it out, they seem much darker than they are when you start putting it on your face. So even the bamboo beige, let me put it on here, looks quite dark, I would say, but once I buff it in my face, it seemed to look okay. So it is a lovely cream foundation. It's not liquid. You saw how thick it is, and it's supposed to feel like silk, which it does, and have very good coverage but not completely matte, and this is all true. I think everybody would like it. Well, people that like full coverage would like it, but you have to work out the best way for you to apply it. And it takes time, because the first time I just applied it, what did I apply it with? I can't remember, was it my hands or whatever, but I just applied it on its own. And you have to be careful not to put too much, because it's so thick, you don't think it's going to spread so much, so you can put too much. And when I do that, after a while, it would end up like, you know, in my lines around my nose and a bit here, and just didn't look too good. So I've tried it in all sorts of different ways, and I did like it how it looked as soon as I put it on, but then after a while it didn't look so good. But I eventually found the way to apply it that I really like it. So as my primer, as my primer, I used the It Cosmetics CC cream that Angie sent me in light, and that then gives me a tiny bit of coverage, so I don't feel that I have to use so much of that. And then I just squeeze, I would say like a double pea size, that's probably even too much, and I just dot it around my face. And I found this brush, which is again It Cosmetics, and I think this is for the Celebration Foundation brush, but I love applying the Laura Mercier Silk Foundation with it. So that I really like. I don't apply then Laura Mercier Rich Vanilla, the mineral powder on top of it, because I find it then too much. It's too much product because the silk cream is so thick. But I really like it. And what I thought to myself when I was applying it one day, I thought, do you know what? I think this is very similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover Foundation. It is again like a cream foundation, quite thick. It's probably not as thick actually as Laura Mercier. This one is in Retin. That's the one that Elaine sent me. So it's a bit more yellow, as you can see, than the Laura Mercier. But it has very similar feel. The only thing is it's more matte. It's a bit more matte than Laura Mercier. As you can see the Laura Mercier is still quite luminous, but the Estee Lauder is quite matte. But then Estee Lauder, I feel, lasts much longer. So if you like the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover, I'm sure you will love the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. So I do like it. It is a bit difficult for me right now because, as you know, I've started using Retin. Well, mine is actually the generic one, which is a tretinoin gel, and is the 0.05%. And I told you in my last Monday video, I think that I never really have researched how I'm supposed to use it properly. I knew I had to use just a pea size, but and you said I'll go back and see Angie's video, and I thought, oh yeah, why didn't I? So I rewatched Angie's video, and it was very helpful. Angie Hot and Flashy. So I use it every night, and for the first 2 nights I was absolutely fine. But I told you what I was doing is not waiting 20 minutes, half an hour after I've used it till my skin was completely dry to use it, and that irritated my skin a bit. But not too much. My skin is not very sensitive. You know, I hardly ever react to anything. In fact, I probably never reacted to anything. So I wasn't so worried about it. So I'm using it every night, but at some point I left it for a couple of nights because my face felt fine, but when I put my any of my skincare products, it was stinking a bit. So I left it for a couple of nights, but now I'm just using it every night. So I wash my face off with something gentle, and I've been using the simple range because there is no perfume and nothing funky in it. So I wash my face off, and I always say wash my face off, my makeup off, then I wait 20-30 minutes, then I apply pea size of this. I basically put it like in a few places and spread it. It doesn't spread very easily. It is gel, and you think, oh, that's not enough, but it is enough. And it was funny when Angie said, you know, you don't need to apply under your eyes. If you apply it here, it works everywhere. And it's so true, because I apply it just here on my forehead, but I actually can see some peeling in my eyebrows, and that's another thing. You must never ever go and have your eyebrows waxed when you use that, because your skin is so sensitive and thin. So I'm peeling constantly. It is not I don't know, let me have a better look at myself. It is not very obvious. No, it is not very obvious, but sometimes if you powder too much and if you put too much stuff and rub your face, you can see a bit of like rolling skin. Apparently the peeling stops after a few weeks, so I hope it will. and I hope I'm gonna look gorgeous and 20 years younger. So I'm doing absolutely fine. The only thing was I had to rethink my skincare, because your skin does get a bit sensitive after the retin-A, and I wanted some moisturizers that didn't irritate me more, because you know, all these moisturizers, especially the really over-the-counter expensive moisturizers, have so much fragrance in it, and that stings. So I've ordered, because Angie uses the CeraVe AM in the morning, which has the highest SPF, which you have to use when you're on retin-A. Unfortunately we can't get it here, so I had to order it from the States, and of course we pay about 3 times as much as you do, because when Angie said, oh, it's so inexpensive, you can get it in drugs, and I thought, that's not how much I paid for it, but you know, what can you do? And for the night, so right now in the morning I use the It Cosmetics CC cream, but that stings a bit. So, but it doesn't sting like all day, just as you apply and then it subsides. I don't think it does you any harm. But for the night, I went and bought the simple sensitive night cream. It is night cream, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Kind to Skin Vital Vitamin Night Cream. Okay, so, and I really love it. It's so rich. That's the thing, because I was using this. This is more like serum, so it's a bit light, and you didn't feel as I didn't feel as I was getting enough moisture, and you need it because your skin gets so much drier, which is quite nice because my T-zone is not so oily now. So it is quite thick cream. It's quite bouncy, and I really enjoy it. It has no smell because they obviously don't have it is just so like whipped cream. It's very comforting, and when I apply that to my face, it feels really nice. It doesn't sting, and I feel like I've got some moisture. So you know, I don't feel like now I need to buy any expensive skincare, because this is like medical grade, and that is what does all the work. There is no way that any normal over-the-counter cream would give you the results that this does. So okay, New Year's resolutions. I don't have any. I used to always do my New Year's resolutions, and all I end up doing is disappointing myself, because I usually cannot keep those resolutions. Of course, every year is I want to lose weight, and I've been saying it for probably last 2 years, and I haven't lost any. So, and it's my own fault, but I've started eating a bit better, and to me it's not going on a diet. I cannot do diets. I don't know about you, but if I tell myself I'm on a diet, all I think about is food, and just look for food all the time. So my downfall is bread. I love bread. If I eat bread, I eat good bread. You know, I eat the multigrain ones, and you know, one that I don't ever really eat the white, pure white bread that is like cotton wool to me. Although I like, you know, nice French stick with butter. So to me, what I do, I just eat porridge in the morning. And it's not first thing in the morning. I can't eat first thing in the morning. I eat about 10 o'clock. I will have porridge. Then for lunch, it depends. I have salad with a bit of fish or soup. I allow myself only if I'm going to have bread, I allow myself the German rye bread and just one slice that day. So it's not diet as such. I'm just not going to eat bread. and I don't eat sweets that much, but I actually noticed that the older I get, the more I want sweets, which I never used to. I don't know why. So yeah, basically doing just things like that. And of course I need to start moving more, and it's not just for the purpose of losing weight, but because of my back, and I need to just move more. It's a bit easier now because I've got Louis and I run after him all the time. I'm up and down and up and down. But you know, soon he will be able to go out because he hasn't had his injections yet, so he will be able to go out and go for a walk outside. So right now he's only allowed in a garden, so that would be nice as well. I have few friends with dogs, and so that will be fun. Like I said, I'm not setting myself any goals. I'm not rushing into it. I'm just gonna be a bit more careful, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, as long as I don't put any more weight. Okay, now shopping this year. I really should curb my spending a bit. But I think we all say that at the beginning of the year, because we've been on the high. All the new Christmas stuff, holiday palettes and stuff came out. Now it's a bit quiet, but you wait another couple of weeks when all the spring stuff starts coming out. We'll see how good we all are with our now buys. Saying that, I have to remember, and I've talked about it before, I have to remember this rule which I try to use when I'm clothes shopping. My friend taught me that when I went shopping with her once, and it is really good, because I can be a bit impulsive, and I've bought so many things that then just hang still with their tags on, and I don't even like them anymore because I bought them, you know, on impulse. And it's the rule: if you don't absolutely love it, don't buy it. And if you go out and every time you want to buy something and you ask yourself that question, do I really love it, need it? Well, needed is not even a question, because I'm sure none of us need anything. You know, as long as we've got our health, family, something to eat, we don't need anything. We want. We are driven by wanting stuff, wanting more and more. So if you ask yourself, do I really love it, then I bet you that you wouldn't buy half of the stuff that you buy. So I have to remember that with makeup it's a bit different. I have to think about makeup in a bit different way. Probably, do I really need it? Do I have something that is similar, that can do job as well? Not just because there is a new palette and everybody's got it, I have to have it. I probably have enough eyeshadows to last me a lifetime. And you know, I buy these things on a whim. A lot of things I buy because we can't get it here, and you know, it's like you want what you can't get. So like the Milani stuff, I bought all these, remember not long ago, all these blushes, and they are lovely blushes. I do like them. They are huge. I will never use them all up. And I, as I talk in my favorite ones, I have 3 blushes that I absolutely love and I use all the time, and that's all I need. Why do I need 15 blushes? It just makes life more difficult. So I'm not saying I am not going to buy stuff. Like I said, I'm really impressed with the Balm cosmetics, and I would love to have more stuff of there, but stuff that I don't already have, or stuff that I think is really worth the money because it's good quality, and the Balm is not that expensive. Oh, Charlotte Tilbury, you know, I really love it. I use the products all the time. I reach for it all the time. And to me, that's money well spent. But if I open my drawer and gone through all the stuff that I have, I wouldn't say that was money well spent, because if it's just sitting there not doing anything, then it's waste of money. I think when we see someone so excited about something, we think we're gonna love it as well, but it is not always the case. So I think I'm gonna be a bit more careful with the internet shopping. You know, when you don't actually see the product, you don't try it, you don't see the color properly, and then you get it and you are disappointed. So I think I'm going to be more careful with internet shopping, and that should stop me a bit and curb my spending, because I do shop a lot on internet. I don't have much time to go out and shop in shops, especially now with the dog. So that should stop me spending as much money, because I can get to the shop whenever I want, whereas I can sit on my laptop anytime I want and order lots of stuff. So that's it for my chat today. Tell me if you have any New Year's resolutions. If you're wondering about my hair, I have done a video just today actually, how I put my hair up with those hair pieces. So I will link it below or somewhere here, because I know most of you know how I do it, but whenever I get new subscribers and they see me with hair up, it's always, oh, can you do a tutorial how you do your hair up? So maybe I should leave it just permanently in my description box. My top, which I absolutely love, it's quite old. Well, maybe, well, old. I think I bought it last year, and it's just from Superdry, a nice sweater. My earrings, I love these. These are again from Caroline Brook jewelry, and these are sterling silver. They are like wavy sticks, and the silver is a bit hammered, if you can see. I put her link below. She has her own website, and not on a high street Etsy shop, and she might not have these on her website, but you can always contact her and tell her that you want the ones that Nisha had, and she will know, and she can sort you out with some. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you have a lovely week. Thank you for watching, and I see you soon. Bye.